Hey guys, welcome back to South Life again. It's nice out here, but everything's melting, so it's just a sloppy mess. As you can see by the gutters, well, it's almost suicidal by the time you walk underneath those things. But anyways, we're gonna head to the shop and get back to work on that Nissan. We got some parts in, so we're gonna get back to it and get doing some framework on it. So it's a little nicer in here today, echoey, I know. But anyways, to catch you up, we got the hatch all torn off earlier today. Did a little more investigating. Still not super concerned with it, but we'll know more once we get pulling. As far as the hatch, if you remember, we talked about this. They say, according to carpart.com, this hatch doesn't fit this car. What I did is I jumped on Nissan's website, and I literally went and put in, the wiper motor, all, every electronical device that's on here. And it all says it fits from 15 up. The only thing that does not fit 15 up is the glass. And here's what we got. I'm gonna try to show you anyways. So if you look at this glass, it's kind of nice and black. If you look at this glass, I don't know if you can tell, but it's like a bronze color. So basically, this one's a little browner, that one's a little blacker. That does not bother me one bit. So we're going with it. So I'm not exactly what tool we're gonna need to do this job, and I'm thinking probably one of these. Probably one of these. And that'll get us started for now. Alright, so I got one of my pinch weld clamps here just on the back where the seal is. We're just gonna give it a little love here and see what it does. You can see that whole everything just walking right back out. But I'm just gonna warn you, if that flies off, it's really loud, okay? It's gonna scare you. It's gonna scare me. It's gonna scare us all. But hopefully it stays on there. Here we go. I can all the way over here to the passenger side, all the way over here, I can see this whole thing just walking right back out. You can see the line giving up, coming back to where it was. We're gonna do a little more here, then we might move over about 6 inches. And there she goes. Well, good thing is that's where it's ruined at, as far as underneath of here. So no big deal there, but that's what happens. Just rips it apart. Okay, that's what happens if you go too far. How's that sound? Anyways, loud noise. All right, so we got that out. So we're gonna grab right here and give it a little more, and that might be loud noise. I know, it's loud, I get it. Well, it's already looking 100% better. Yeah, I think we're just gonna end up cutting this out now and replacing it with the car I got outside, just because we already ruined it, so might as well cut it out and do it correctly. All right, I'm pretty happy with that spot. Now we're going to move over to this spot. I'm just checking my camera there to make sure you can see what I'm seeing anyways. This has got a pretty good crease down underneath of here, so. Yeah, you can just see it just like right go, can't you? Yep. Pause for the cause here. It's doing pretty good. Take pressure off here before I get underneath here. Oh, it's looking really good under there. I think we're gonna go just up here to this corner right here and do just a little more there. All right, back up on that one. That's probably gonna have to buckle on that quarter panel that we were talking about, because I can see this whole quarter right here coming out now. That's pretty interesting. I'm gonna get on the other side here. See if I can see what's going on. You guys gotta check this out. Hang on. If you recall from the first video, he had 4 hours right here because there's a buckle right there. So if you watch this, right where that writing is, in this section right here, when I put pressure on that back corner, watch that. You see that buckle pop right out of there? This here stands out. This like stretches back out again, and this pulls up. I got some pressure right here. I can see, basically I'm trying to figure out what is the best plan of attack at this. But I just wanted to show you kind of my point of view. I'm gonna give it a little love here. Okay, pulling it is not just the answer. So I'm gonna pop a few of those things out. I'm gonna put a little pressure on it, and I'm gonna get another hammer out. We're gonna do some adjustments, see if we can get that to stay put. All right, so it took a few minutes here. I pulled out the inner quarter panel so I could get to this area back here inside, which is fairly accessible. Pulled all this crap out of the way. Anyways, I repositioned a little bit on this corner, and right now I can pull this right back out. Watch. See how it just comes right out, in, out, in. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to figure out where the pressure is, what's holding it back in there. And what I can tell right here, there's a kink here that when I pull this kind of sucks in, or sucks out, but then it goes back in. And I've also got a little pressure right here, and obviously a little pressure right here on this corner. So I'm probably just gonna set up on a time lapse, because I don't know how, we could record this for 3 hours, might take 5 minutes, I don't know. Here we go. So it's the next day again. I couldn't get that hatch back on by myself well, I probably could have, but I'm not supposed to be doing that stupid stuff by myself anymore, evidently, says my chiropractor and my wife. So we waited till Connor got home last night. He helped us bolt it back on there. This morning I came out and put the crash bar on. That fit on there real good. I did just a little pulling on the left side. Put the new bumper cover on. I did a little bit of work over here on this quarter panel. Other than that, the hatch opens and closes. I checked the inside as far as the seal around it. Everything's good that way. Gaps are good. A little wider than I like, but that's kind of how these Nissans are. So I think now we're just going to blow it back apart, and we've got to go back under that section there where I kind of made that mess yesterday and fix that bumper bracket. So we're going to get that torn apart, and I'm going to go switch over to that section. All right, well, we got that. I'll take back off, and I guess this is my decision is I cut this section out of my parts car out back, and we're just going to, so we got our ground down, cleaned up. We got some weld through primer on the body itself, and I think that's just probably the best way to do it. To replace that entire panel is just going to open up so much more areas for corrosion. This way here, I mean, all this is all this really does is hold the top of that bumper cover from sagging down when you step on it. It's not structural, so that's what we're going to do. We're just going to weld that in, grind it up, seam seal it, and then we'll go through the holes on the inside with some, it's a 3M product that it goes through a hose and you spray in there and it'll keep it from corroding on the inside. So that's what we're going to do. All right, so we have our patch all put in. I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. I think that was the best way to do that repair. So basically we ground the weld down, put 2 coats of E-coat on it. We'll let that sit overnight. And then I'll hit it with a little seam sealer to make sure it's sealed up real good. And then we'll get the inside. We'll go down through these holes here. There's 3 holes here I can access through, and then there's a couple big ones in here I can access through. So we'll get some coating inside of there to help that corrosion resistance. And then be good enough for this girl. Alright, so we're going to get back to the front here, and you can see this guy here. So we're going to do a little work on that quick. And as I showed you in the first video, just some sheet metal standoff right in this area here and this one here. There, brand new. Now, I'll fix this little spot here. Roll that back around. And there we go. I'll probably pull the headlight out of the box, the new one. I'll put it in there, make sure that's good. Looks like we got a little spot down here. This is where the lower headlight bolts on to. It should take care of that. Okay, front end's done. Whoops, that was kind of loud. Front end's done. We'll start a little body work probably tomorrow morning and get this thing in primer, and then next week get it painted. Well, here we are out here on a Sunday against my better judgment, because I always say I'm not going to come out on the weekends and work. Just, you know, supposed to be working around the house, but it's been so crappy outside. It's so muddy. There's nothing to really do. So the wife went in town, ran some errands, so I thought I'd come out here and wrap up a few things here. Just a couple hours to kill. So we come out and got that seam sealed around where we welded that patch in the other day. I got 2 coats primer on that. Took the emblems off because they need to come off the paint, and I don't really care for emblems, so I'll probably just leave them off. We got this quarter panel, little body work down there. Just 1 coat of mud, 1 coat of glaze over top of it. That came out real easy. Fender, simple. Front of the hood, same thing. 1 coat of mud, coat of glaze. There is a couple of rock chips that I seen in the primer, so I'll fix those before we paint. But all right, so I'm going to wrap this video up here. Hopefully those ceiling fans aren't too loud. I don't know. We'll find out when I edit it, I guess. But so yeah, we're going to wrap this one up simply because if I continue on, it's just going to be a super long video, and I don't really like watching super long videos. I like to keep them short, simple, try to keep them 15, 20 minutes. So tomorrow we'll get it off the frame machine, get it over here, get it wet sanded, and we'll start getting some parts in the prep station to get painted. We'll do it in 2 sittings. We're going to do the hatch and the bumper covers one day, and then we'll do the car itself the next day, because we have to do the quarter panel, the hood, and the fender. It's just, there's not enough room in there for all of it at one time, so I can do a better job if I split it into 2 days, and it's just a lot easier at the end of the day. So Well, hopefully you guys like this one. We'll wrap it up on the third video with paint and assembly and clean it up and get it down the road. Get on to the next one, right? I mean, that's how you make your money. Keep them moving. So we'll see you on the next one, guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it.